To me, it's not surprising that when you look at a list of problems that people face in this country, that a corrupt political establishment sort of rises to the top of the list. 6 in 10 Americans say that it's a big problem, and 85% say that it's a big or moderate problem. That is a super majority of Americans feeling that the corrupt political establishment is an issue. Now, this is something that we as researchers understand well. Ipsos has done a lot of polling on this topic, and what we know is that a vast majority of Americans believe that the system is broken. Fundamentally, the political system is broken, and it is rigged in advantage of the rich and powerful. We see in our research, as we see in this poll, that pluralities of Republicans and Democrats agree about this. Now, there is some partisan difference here, but you have virtually half of Republicans agreeing that a corrupt political establishment is still a big problem. But at the end of the day, what this tells me, what these numbers show me, is that there is just a fundamental lack of trust in the establishment right now. Trust, we learned from our research prior to COVID-19, was already at the lowest point that it's been in decades. And so this question, I think, comes at an interesting time, because we know that we're seeing historically low levels of trust. We're seeing hyper partisan and polarized societies where partisan viewpoints essentially shape and permeate every opinion and every topic. And fundamentally, the system is broken. People just don't trust the establishment. And so the reason that this comes at us at an interesting time is because right now we're facing an unprecedented pandemic, and trying to deal with something like that during a time where historically, we're seeing historic low levels of trust, I think really underscores why we're seeing some of the divides that are starting to emerge in our society, why things like wearing masks have become a polarizing issue, things like trust in the federal government, as we've seen in our research, is just bottoming out, because fundamentally people just don't trust the system right now.